But I do believe that KP is... Oh, KP is back. KP has decided he's not pep talking anyone. He's just pep talking a banana. That was quick. What happened? Midday snack?
They're already in game.
Oh.
I offered protein. Was this protein? Potassium to both of them.
Okay.
And then I realized I'm the big monkey here, so. Look at your favorite day, folks.
You look beautiful with your little banana. So professional as well.
You should know how was so upset. I walked over. I was like, "Oh, they're already in game. I don't care. I'm rubbing shoulders on Vodka. Like, you got this. You got this." He's like, "That's so unfair." It's like, get your own masseuse. Game 2.
Whoa.
And it is gonna be Order of the Dragon. Cow is trying to evolve into a Charizard.
I think Cow is going to try and use this magical ability of Order of the Dragon to show the English Vodka that his units are very chunky and he knows how to harass. Now, guys, I know Cow on Order of the Dragon, and I know he loves to make a good horseman and raid. But I feel like Vodka has seen enough 2 TCs to make the appropriate decision afterwards.
I feel like Vodka could be the main character from the movie Memento here. He could lack the short-term memory to make long-term memories, because it wasn't that long ago that we just saw English versus Order of the Dragon, where Benny Boy show us how you do it as English. So even if he didn't have long-term memory, I think Vodka has an idea how this one plays out.
Vodka knows exactly how to deal with it, but keep in mind that map was Hill and Dale, and Cow is very comfortable on himself, a little bit of a dry Arabia. He knows there are a few extra holes where you can just poke your horseman into, and I will be seeing a little bit of raiding from Cow. I hope so. I don't want to see him be stuck in his base, because if he tries to go for a fast castle and just pick up all the relics, where's the action in that?
I mean, the problem with the idea of poking holes in your opponent is like the TC pokes more holes in you, right? Like, this is one of the most obnoxious civs to dive in the first 10 minutes. And if they get a white tower, you could be Michael Phelps and you still wouldn't be able to dive in that situation. It's so obnoxious the way it plays. But I think I kind of feel for Cow a bit on the draft side of things, because as Order of the Dragon, if you can't go fast, kind of what's the point, right? Like in this matchup, English tend to outscale you quicker. So I like that Cow's doing this. We haven't seen it in a while. Most players are going for the Archon, but you know, Cow's going a little bit German, because he looks and he says, "Mine works."
May do it today. Oh, no, I almost did a French accent again. I keep doing the French accent.
So the joke you were looking for is, I do this build because mine works.
Mine works. Oh, God. I almost went French. I don't know why. Guys, I keep trying to do any accent, and it just keeps going back to Marine Lord. But, guys, both of these boys playing our favorite landmarks. The favorite, why you ask? Because mine work is so spicy. I just love the fact that you can get a little bit more creative on this. And it feels like Cow might just try to punish the 2TC English player. And I want to see a feudal Order of the Dragon push. We never get to see any of those. They always have other ideas. Come on, Cow, show us something spicy. And the thing is, he's doing this most likely because Vodka doesn't know even what it does.
So what I need from Vodka is for him to purge all his memories of what people have been doing in English for the last few months. And I need him to do a good old school Council Hall longbow. Just cancel this Abbey Kings now. Go mass longbows, right? Cow can go mass Order of the Dragon Gilded Archers, and we can get ourselves a true Call of Duty level of FPS experience here.
I don't think Vodka is ready for a little FPS transition. This man is age-focused.
Well, it's also like, how would Cow use a bow? Because like cows have hoops.
He does look like he has got an opposable thumb or two here. I mean, that's why I wanted to distract.
I'd hope so.
Now, Vodka with that 2TC. Keep in mind, guys, when you go for a 2TC as English, you're usually not going for any units, because you do have this king running around the map just causing havoc. But Cow, I don't know what he's going to be planning. We're going to see that building popping down right after.
Honestly, what if he just does a men-at-arms send it?
Oh, I would love that.
Because I feel like if you're doing this, you're kind of leaning there. It looks like it's going to be a stables instead. So.
And Vodka's checking. I love that. Vodka is just using that ability of scout eyes.
He's an observer. Even when he's not observing, he has to observe, right? Like, it's in his blood. He didn't catch the stables, though, right? He actually came around a bit too late. I hope he's going to dial back again. I mean, there's no reason to leave here, right? You've got a king on the way soon. You want to find targets.
And I think, he does. He knows. I need to see a building. At this point, wood was used, wood was chopped. There it is. Boys, we're getting horsemen. So if Vodka is just going to sit back and let the horsemen do the talking, I think this is going to be a really, really tough move. The scout does go down. That does seem to be a Whammon scout, but respect to the Whammon scout.
Well, now the King's got to ride it solo here, and he's got to do so blind. So, like, there is an opportunity to take out that King and apply a little bit of pressure. But, you know, I think the thing that's kind of really annoying about the English right now is they don't have to get a loose TC, right? They can just drop it on their tree line, and they're a happy little camper.
Yeah, then the horseman needs to try and really get close to do some damage. But the problem is the gold being at the back, quite nice, but it's not as safe. Oh, we see the the units being made. What?
What in the
we stopped getting stone. That's something. He's decided I'm not going for that second TC just yet. Let me just get a unit out here. But the horseman is going to start poking at the poor little villager. Doesn't get anything done yet.
This is cool, though. Remember, you do have hardened spin by default as the English, right? You don't even have to waste a little bit on gold, which would be catastrophic here, considering Vodka doesn't protect his gold and he has 0 in reserve. So,
Vodka is very clearly telling us he's not trying to go castle. This man only does anything with intent.
I mean, he went castle last game.
Yeah. Well,
maybe he's trying to mix it up entirely. Could you actually? Okay, that might favor Order the Dragon, but
if he goes fast castle.
No, if you go feudal all in, right? The only issue is like over time, Vodka's getting more, and Cow's gone mine work, which means you kind of have to find value in the first few minutes, or you just have an overall worse feudal age, right?
But with the amount of units in Vodka's queue, we're seeing an aggressive response, and I'm loving it. The fact that he just stopped with the stone, he's like, 215, that's all I need. I can upgrade a few towers for those. That's kind of nice. But it does leave the option open in the future. I might go for something else with the stone later on, but for now we are going to put a lot of feudal aggression everywhere. Because you see, with all of that wood coming in, he's just going to plop down more longbows as well. Another one in the queue. But Cow, he wants to make these horses work. And unfortunately, 4 horsemen should be able to clean up that little army.
If they're all here, right? But they're a little bit split right now. New one just got produced, 2 intercept, and immediately go down. Big mistake by Cow.
And all of a sudden, 4 horsemen is 3. And guys, those things cost about the same as a house in Munich. It's not that easy to replace them.
And you haven't got mummy and daddy's trust fund here because no arc in this game, no extra buff, right? It's a rough situation to find himself in. It's always that issue when you've got 1 or 2 horsemen like this, you can't dive. The English TC is just way too aggressive. The attack speed also means that if 1 spin is there, you're dead. And Cal is the type of the game, it almost sounds dramatic to call this quit, but like if he whiffs the next fight, this is the type of Civ Order the Dragon are. Whiffing the next fight means losing, like in this case, 3 horsemen go down. That's about 750 resources down the drain.
And I don't think that Cow knows how to respond to this. He's played against English with 2 TC before, but usually when you play against English with 2 TC, they go for 2 TC even when you make a horse. But now, all of a sudden, this English adjusts. And I don't think he's seen a 2 TC or a semi-2 TC English with units on the map and a change of plans.
Cow showing his human side.
Oof,
if he was actually a cow, he would just be eating grass underneath his TC. It turns out when you're actually human, you have to find some good old venison to munch down on, and that is going to leave him a bit exposed here.
And those units are going to be in a lot of danger now. Look at that archer just stepping out a little bit too far, but with the amount of longbows, you can do the damage. Oh, that archer. Expensive and dead.
He has 55 food income a minute. But he's got loads of wood and gold, so he could like build seed.
Oh yeah, wait. Wrong age. We're gonna get. We're not gonna get there today.
Counting is hard.
Yeah.
That's why I like Order the Dragon. You never have many heaps to count.
Well, clearly Cal doesn't need to count too high either. The villagers are falling on the floor. Let the vills hit the floor. Gold hitting the floor as well, and the poor little gold villagers are down. But the wood villagers are overstocked at the moment too.
How is he even winning this fight as well? I think he's going to turn around now. Horsemen come around the back, but it's a little bit of a split. So the spearmen, once again, get good value. Like if you check the health bars on those horsemen, it's not pretty. No, they have the effective HP of 1.6.
So 1.6 horsemen, not going to be the ideal counter to this, but Cal also at 800 wood right now. I think the LAN nerves are getting to him. The man might be shaking. He says, I'm in front of all these people. He's got his upgrades, as our beautiful Askelot is telling us from behind the scenes while Vodka is getting siege engineering. Hello, Mr. Rammer.
I offered him my banana. He refused. I wonder if Cal would have taken that food if he could have went back in time now, because he's still struggling to get back out on these deer. The Lombo mass is getting bigger and scarier. If Vodka just hits into Steeled Arrow, he's going to run through this army fast.
I don't think he plans on Steeled Arrow. He's going for double broad axe. He's just like, I could use economies. Oh, yeah. I'll just get more wood and make more units, and then we're going to go and push. But the thing is, with double broad axe, I don't know how many rams he's going to drop, but I'm excited to see how many he can pump out.
It's kind of impressive, right? Like, I don't think we gave Vodka enough credit at the start. The reality is he never built that second TC, right? Like, he basically just gathered the stone. Cal reacted with Horseman because that makes the most sense. And Vodka's just been sticking to him since, man. It's actually crafty, because I'm pretty sure there isn't a build order for that particular strategy.
He probably opened up that build order. He's like, okay, I just need 7 on food, 3 on gold, then I get a few on stone. Oh, never mind. I am going to adapt.
And then halfway through, like when it gets down to build a TC, he goes, build a TC? What kind of pussy does that? Do the Lombos.
And just like that, he keeps making them. We see 3 more in queue, guys. That is going to be a destruction when he starts coming in. And now those villagers are out on the map trying to desperately get food. Cow is hoarding the wood still, hasn't decided on making farms with it just yet. But he's out on those outside food sources because he's desperately hungry. And as you guys know, those units are very expensive. He's not going to get something out of there anytime soon.
Now, legend has it, there is a tapestry somewhere deep in the hills of Italy, up in that fabled little shrine. On the walls it says, when Vodka builds 2 rams, he wins games. So far, that legacy is held up in game number 1. We are halfway to it happening again in game number 2.
We just need the second ram to close it all out. He pulls these back. He realizes, okay, I am in a little bit of danger. I need my TC support. But I don't know if he remembers, but he's playing against English and longbows. They are able to reach all the way into the next game. So Vodka does plop down that second ram. He knows that's the win condition. He learned from the past game. Just put the ram down, brother.
It's the
and then you go for the bush.
Steeled Arrow also just came in. So Cal, this is... The army strength here is like the equivalent of me trying to take on Crackety in a fight. Like, there's just no weight behind my punch there. It's not going to work well. So Cal kind of has to think outside the box here, because Gilded Archers doesn't realistically feel scalable quick enough. The other annoying thing is we always have to remember, with this type of build, the king can come and heal this entire army, right? So if you go in, you need to go in and kill.
And these archers, gilded archers or not, they do amazingly. But when you're playing against that amount of longbows, they just don't hit like they used to. And these 2 rams, they're looking for a little bit of a snack, going for the production buildings. The thing is, Cow is still drowning in wood right now. He's just, I don't think he realizes he needs to get a different source. He can't just keep eating the trees.
This style of Cow got him to conk, Warman. All right, this is what he does in every game to get to conk. Surely it's going to work this time around.
I feel, watching this, I'm just like, I let him beat me every single time. How much wood was he floating every time? But let's say he's not. He's not a floater. It's just because of these land nerves. It has to be the land nerves,
Order of the Dragon right now is looking like a floater, but of a different kind right here. This ain't looking good. Archer range in the backside are going down. I don't think Cow's going to have more than 11 true military units in this game, unless he takes to the Donati way of life. Get textiles, send the villagers, take him out.
And we see that little smirk on Cal's face. He knows this is a destruction. Vodka laughing. He doesn't touch the game at all, except for his observation. The final fight is commencing, but Vodka's army reigns supreme. We have longbows clapping cheeks right now.
Vodka, the mister of observing, speculates, theory crafts, and dominates. Cal, sorry mate, I'm gonna have to make the comparison. You're more like me.
Just sitting down by the observation desk and talking a big game.
I can do this. Wait, what? Losing to England? Oh no!
Not like these. The trackball mouse does not get to play a game today.
Well, it did. It's just, I think it's going to be retired. I'm going to walk out the room. It's going to be in a trash can.
But Cal is still keeping his smile. He knows I am the king of this event. Look at that. Look at that excited young man. Vodka being very chuffed. First time he played this game this year. He knows he's got this. He can get conk 2 at this point easily.
I stand by it. I take full credit. The shoulder rub helped Vodka, and the offering of the banana being refused by Cal was why he ultimately lost this series 2-0.
He just needed that extra boost of energy. And guys, that was the ultimate show match for you. Observing the observers in their observation habitat and seeing what they're learning from.
But who observes the observers that observe?